Okay, hey y'all, hey, come on in here, come on in here. Part 3 on discussing how we are the chosen ones are actually the true holy watchers. You know, if you watched my last 2 videos, this is part 3, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of it. I got to still rush through it kind of. There's so much more information. It just gets deep, deep, deep. But I had to give you part 3 because there's more that connects to the things that I was saying. And if you watch the first 2 videos, you got the gist of it and understanding that in the spirit world, the way we are viewed, their remote viewing or whatever them terms are they using. They use it when we see through this device, like you're looking at me right now. It's a black mirror, like the TV show Black Mirror. This is your phone. Then you got a laptop. You got TVs. You got PCs. You got gaming devices. It's bigger if it's a TV in your living room. It's all a black box. You heard of them talk about the black box. The black box, just like that little box in Mecca that they walk around in counterclockwise 7 times praying and stuff. It's the spirits is in that box. Just like the Jewish people wear that black box on their forehead. That black box is this. And everything that comes through this is seen in the spiritual world looking at you like you're looking at me in reverse, inverted. So when I was, like I said in the previous 2 videos, what they see is not, they don't see this, the M's, M&M's. They don't see this as it's not an M, it's a W. You're a holy watcher. Bug. Yes, if you didn't get that, you need to go back and watch the first 2 videos because I got deep. Okay, so time is already going through. Let's finish going deep on this here because you need to get it and understand that you ain't just chosen, baby. You're more than that. You're a soul of a holy angel watcher that decided to come back here and live life of a human being from birth to death and go through the whole process to come into fruition all over again and discover that you're a holy watcher. That's what's going on. That's what the shift and everything's all about, discovering who you are. You a holy watcher, child. Ain't just chosen. A lot of people, you just say chosen, no big deal. Your bloodline matters. Most of you, if you chosen, you got the RH negative. And we talked about that. Go watch my last 2 videos. So, all right, we're going to go on to what I have to give you with this one. All right, so the near-death experience, I got cut off when I was telling you about that near-death experience. I had 2. The first journey was January 2019 when they took my right kidney because of stage 4 kidney cancer. Now, mind you, I'm already a heart patient diagnosed with heart failure, cardiomyopathy. So that surgery with a pacemaker to take my kidney out was lengthy. And it was very enduring. It was very risque for my heart. They didn't tell me my heart stopped. The doctor never told me nothing like that. I know what I went through. And the journey I went on, this angel appeared in the room, and she was going backwards like this. And I'm walking towards her. Not walking because your body is, you're just doing things in the mind. Your communication's telepathic only. You can't feel yourself, your hands, you're nothing like that. It's all the mind. So I know I was drawn towards her. I'm going towards her. And then she turned and leaned this way, and a black door opened up, and I knew to go in there. When I went in there, then I woke up in my bed and I heard the nurse yell to my family, she's awake, she's awake. So I survived that. And that's all I remember from that vision, right? So then a year and a half later, well, almost 2 years later, January 2019 to October 2020 was when I got COVID. And when I went in the hospital, I did 12 days in ICU, then 1 more day on the regular floor. Now, 12 days in ICU, it was horrible. And when I did die during that, it was a mess. It was a mess. Okay, so my organs was shutting down. They had gave me this crazy medicine. They was telling everybody that'll prolong your life, whatever. It rhymes with severe. That's all I'm gonna say. That was shutting down my organs. It was supposed to make me live. They was trying to put me on a ventilator. I was saying nope, 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 not taking it. So anyway, ultimately, I had to take that blood transfusion I was telling y'all about, and I prayed on it, asked God to give me holy blessed blood because I knew I shouldn't take no transfusion, and He said yes. So the blood transfusion I took, when I was telling y'all I had them powers like the Matrix, that was when I fell in a deep sleep and I realized I had that vision. My visions came back to me when I was in the hospital. Let me tell you something, they were giving me fentanyl in there and I didn't know it. They don't give people morphine no more. They were giving just fentanyl. So it blocked my dreams. And I didn't know that. I just told her, you keep giving me that. Every round the clock, she kept coming in the room. You want some painkiller? I don't want none more of that stuff. I'm not even awake. I'm incoherent. Stop giving me that. She said, I'm not giving you morphine. We give out only fentanyl. That's when I said, cut it and give me Tramadol, my regular pills. I don't need this crap. It's messing me up. So my dreams came back to me within the next day. And then I had this deep, deep dream. And the angel showed me, you ain't going to die. You just came back again, but we're letting you know you asked to go back there. She told me everything. She even told me and warned me Armageddon is coming. And I said, I don't care. I got to get back to my family. I got to get back to my kids and my grandkids. I have to be there. And she said, it's going to get bad. It's going to be horrible. You know what I said? If it's going to be horrible, I want to be with them. I don't want them going through that by themselves. I don't care if I'm just in another town. If I can just speak to them, I have to go back and be there. So God let me come back. And let me tell you something. She warned me, as soon as you get back, it's going to start getting horrible. And when I survived that in 2020, listen, it'll be 3 books if I could write, telling you as soon as I got back, my whole life flipped upside down. My life was not my life. People weren't acting the same. They counted me for dead. I was like already dead and gone. My belongings were stolen and missing, and people was planning my funeral. They didn't care. I ended up homeless. I went through a nasty divorce. It was a hot mess. My mother died. Then a very close dear friend of mine, well, it's not a friend, she was my niece. She was my niece through marriage, but she died, right? It's so much that went on. Let me tell you something. I know for certain with these marks in my hand who I am. You can't tell me different because I know what I've been through. Okay, so I said that to say the blood, the blood, the blood. It's in the blood. I keep telling y'all the RH negative blood is so important. Don't let them tell you different. You need to know more about that? Watch my previous videos. Okay. So, yeah. In the video that I told you, I had the fights like the Matrix and stuff. I was battling holy other watchers, the demonic ones. I was a holy watcher and I had the gifts to kick their butt. I was battling, I was doing it. I'm telling you, and I remembered how I moved and all that stuff. And this was all in a vision that I had when I fell in a deep sleep. Not a near-death experience. It was a vision after I got the transfusion. Okay, so then leading to talk about the 1-drop rule. With black people in the melanin, the superpower is in the melanin, but it's neuromelanin that matters the most, okay? And I told you how I'm black and all that, so don't be starting that question and stuff. If you got issues about that, go back and look at my other videos, because black can look as white as possible and still be black. And I'm not going to argue with none of the dark-skinned people that feel different about that. You probably don't even know who you are because they lying about DNA testing and all this type of stuff. The matter that's important is your blood. It's your blood. Okay, so when it comes to white, you think about it. White piece of paper is blank. It can't have nothing on it until you put some color on it. And color, the color spectrum of all colors come out of black. Out of black comes everything. It's dominant. You make coffee, it's dominant. You put milk in it, it's still coffee. The black is dominant. It's dominant, different shades, but it's still black. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there and move on. Tony Brown has a book that I needed to mention to you. Go read his book about DNA because he tells you, and stop the racism nonsense. We all have different complexions designed in us so that we can withstand different climates. If you live close to the equator, your skin is going to be dark. If your skin is white, bright, you're meant to survive up in the cold regions. We're all designed differently, but there is a faulty bloodline that came here through Satan. He created that hybrid bloodline that came out of Germany and all them. When Hitler was up there messing around with Antarctica and all that stuff, that bloodline came through them with the Vril Society. Go learn about that. The Vril Society, that kid Donald, what's his name, Marshall, he told everything about the cloning centers and all that stuff. They've been messing with that stuff to create the master race, and they're trying to decrease the surplus population, and everybody in America, they don't care what color you are. They got plans to exterminate all of us because this country is the melting pot. So many people have mixed here for years. The old thing they were trying to do was whitewash everybody to create the master race, but their plan failed. That whole mission failed. Now everybody's so mixed. So the whitest white person that you see now today, you don't even know they black. You don't. How many white girls you seen got a BBL naturally, with big lips naturally? They black. They don't. You may not even know it, white people. You got black in you. We know it. So it's about to cut off anyway. So I guess we got to do a part 4. But the government knows who you are. You need to know who you are and wake up and remember that we are the holy watchers. And you are blessed and anointed, and you have a soul, big purpose in your life. Racism has no place there. Understand that. Know this. Know I love you. Know God loves you. And let's get ready for this last one.